welcome to Kerith Today. We haven't met before. My name's Simon. This is my beautiful wife, Catrina, and we are just delighted to be hosting you today.
So a pause before the beautiful. Not because you don't think I'm beautiful, but I've said to you, can you use some other words?
Yeah. Talented, gifted, amazing runner.
Yeah, that's good.
Incredible cook.
Yeah, all right, let's stop now. That's lovely. Thank you.
House organiser.
Yeah, but you don't really like house organiser all the time. So yeah, we all wear various hats at different times, don't we? Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna share a few thoughts today about some hobbies.
Oh yeah.
We've picked up again this week.
Yeah. Please let us know in the chat
We'd
about
love
your
to hear
hobbies.
about your hobbies.
What are you doing?
I mean, the thing is, we're in lockdown now, aren't we? So we've got a bit more time and more time at home. And hobbies are good for us, aren't they? They're good for our mental health.
Yeah.
And our creativity and things like that. So
you've been taking photos, haven't you?
I
Want to tell us
have,
about that?
yeah. Well, I've tidied up a big cupboard in our house. I've made a good stab at it, and I found my proper camera there, which I haven't seen for a few years because I've been using my phone, haven't I?
You have?
So I've got a really long lens, and it looks really fancy pants, but I usually put it on automatic, so there's no great skill there apart from just composition. But yeah, so I thought, let me take a photo every day that's kind of beauty, because I know that will help me kind of, keep my eyes on Jesus. And actually what it's turned into is it's like a hunt for beauty.
Oh, wow.
So every day it's like, oh, that looks beautiful. What about that? What about that? So it's really good to think, where's God kind of, like in his creation? So I'm taking a photo, I'm keeping a photo every day of something that's beautiful.
Excellent.
I'm not particularly posting those, like they're just for me. I'm going to put them in an album. I'll post the odd one. But it's a good kind of challenge for me, even on a grey day or an indoors day, there's still beauty. So that's mine.
Very good. That sounds very worthy. And,
I don't do all worthy things in case. That's mine,
yeah, I did a bit of candle making yesterday, so I do that every now and again.
You haven't done that for ages.
No, I just got the stuff out, and we had a whole load of empty jars and bought some stuff that I put candles into. So I just like setting fire to things, basically. So making things that I can set fire to is quite satisfying.
It's so funny, isn't it, like different people's motives? Because I remember the first time you did it, I was like, oh, we could give those as gifts. Who are we going to give them to? And you looked at me with horror like, they're for us, and I'm going to burn them. That's what it's about, burning.
Yeah. Well, if anyone would like a gift, I'm quite happy
These
to...
ones smell, don't they?
They do. They smell Christmassy. Christmas spice.
Christmas spice.
Yeah. So, that's that. And I've also set myself a challenge in lockdown. Our son Jacob is into climbing, and he's got this thing called a beast maker, which is like a lump of wood which is on the wall up high that you sort of like hang on to and do stuff. And my lockdown goal is to be able to do a pull-up on that. And that's pretty tough. He can do like just as many as he wants, just about. So my goal is to do one.
What do? Do you kind of do you sort of leap into it first or something?
No, you sort of hang down, but it's a pull-up with your hands like that way round rather than that way round, which apparently is harder.
Okay.
Here, sure. No. I need to be at home, but so I'm working on that. So
okay,
that's
well,
my
I'll tell you what,
day.
your hands on that could be one of my photos of beauty, can't it?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try that.
qualifies.
Or the concentration on your face. Any case, we would love to hear about your hobbies,
let us know.
creative things, fun things, challenges you've set yourself. There's kind of like a fine line between not expecting too much of yourself during lockdown and also thinking, okay, what are we going to do? Are we going to get out every day? Are we going to find new walks? Am I going to make some great cakes? I don't know. What is it?
Yeah. So anyone else with any, particularly pyrotechnic, anything that you're setting fire to? I love chopping wood as well. That's one of my other favourite things. Chopping wood is in itself brilliant, but then you get
and
to
then we get to set fire to it. Woo!
There's a theme going on here.
I like making cakes and taking photos.
Yeah, you can't set fire to those, can you?
No, but they bring a lot of pleasure, don't they?
They do. They bring a lot of joy in our home.
Yeah. Hey, we've got a game for you as well.
Yeah.
We'd love you to join in. Do you remember last week we had Match the Babies to the people? And I was quite glad because I thought, well, mine's definitely the oldest photo. People will get it, but they didn't seem to.
No, I got confused with Ben Pocock, and I'm really up for that.
Yeah.
Because, he is so much younger than me.
I know, that's so funny. Hey, I've still got a really wrinkly forehead, but that's why I have a fringe.
Yeah.
So, there we go.
So this time we have some of our hosts.
Yeah.
You'll know. Chris and Charlotte, Andy and Shari, and Rachel and Palumi. And we've got pictures of them, which you can see there.
Oh, sweet.
And then there's 6 baby photos there.
Look at those babies.
Little cute little babies.
So you might write Chris and then write the number, and then, Shari and write the number, and so on. So we would love to hear who you think is who.
Yep, so put that in the chat as well. We would love to hear that.
Yeah, fun.
Cool. Well, we've got a couple of great interviews as well
Yeah,
today.
really good.
And first up, we have the brilliant Emmanuel. Emmanuel, how are you doing?
Morning, Emmanuel.
Hey, great to have you with us.
I like that blue jumper. Very nice. Looking good.
Thank you. I'm yours too.
Now, many of you will know Emmanuel is part of our Kerith Bracknell site, amazing keyboard player. If you're ever in a worship session when Emmanuel is playing keys, you'll suddenly hear a chord that you didn't know could possibly fit in with the song that we're singing, and it just takes you to a whole new height. And but also one of the kindest, gentlest people that I know. And Emmanuel, it's a privilege to have you with us.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. Things are going well.
Hey, tell us a bit about yourself for other people, or what else do you get up to? Because obviously we know you as part of the worship team. We see you doing that. So just introduce yourself to us, won't you?
Okay, so I've been so actually I ended up in Kerith about 12 years ago. I had moved number of years before that from London to working to be due to my work. So I work in the IT industry, I work as a network engineer, been doing that for so I'm quite a techie person, hence most probably the laptop and stage, all those things are actually quite me. So I'm a techie, anything tech is good for me. So it's my natural slant. And so yes, actually ended up in Kerith in a strange supernatural way, whereby I met Shola, who is obviously an elder there, who I'd not seen in many years, and we met on the train, and he managed to tell me that he was in Kerith, and I'd visited Kerith a few times before that, but I was still part of the ministry in London before, and then I kind of left that, was part of another church for about a year, but it never felt really settled. And I just came and just knew that was where I was meant to be. So just...
Great.
Yeah, it was,
a significant conversation on the train then. Well, we're glad of that.
Yeah, really grateful. Emmanuel, did you know Shola from Nigeria? Or from...
No. So what happened was I actually... I studied in Salford University, and I was going to a church in Manchester, which he was an elder at all those many years ago. And so actually, when I was there, actually played at their wedding. There you go. So that's, that was, and I knew a couple of Kumbi's brothers who had were students. So yes, it was. I ended up I was playing at the church because a friend of mine from London said, "Oh, they were looking for a keyboard player." "Oh yeah, Emmanuel's in Manchester." "Oh yeah, just grab him." So again, all these supernatural things just happen. I just don't intend them, and that's how I knew him, and I'd not seen him all these years. And he recognized me. Actually, I'd come off the train in Waterloo. So just to make it even more supernatural, usually I drive to work. I was going to Brussels for something to do with work, and come out of the train in Waterloo, and he spots me. Wow.
Shola is quite remarkable, isn't he? I'm convinced that he knows pretty much everybody in the whole world.
And keeps up to date with everybody in the world. Yeah.
Even now he's in Berlin, I regularly get WhatsApps and messages from him, and he is remarkable. Hey, Emmanuel, you've been doing some great stuff in Lockdown 1.0.
Yeah.
Anyone who follows you on social media will have seen you setting yourself a challenge. Tell us about that and how you got through the first lockdown.
Oh, yes. Okay. So actually, I try to keep quite active anyway. So, and usually in the spring to summer months, or when it's light, I try to cycle a couple of days a week to work. And so as soon as the lockdown came, I said, well, I don't know how long the lockdown is going to be. And usually at this time of year, I would have started cycling to work, and I don't want to lose the momentum. So I just got the bike out and started cycling as well, and did that. And then after that, during that time, I just sort of had this thing of, in my mind. Again, these things happen supernaturally. So I was like, maybe you should do the couch to 5K. I was like, no, I'm not really a runner. No, I can't do it. But ended up doing that, and also ended up doing that and transitioned to 10K as well, and also then did the press ups challenge, which was for 30 days of doing 25 press ups, and that was for people were saying they'll support people return who have PTSD issues.
Okay.
I put it up, and there are all these other challenges there. There's the now the 50 squat challenge, if some others feel like it, and that's supposed to be a day. I have not done that as yet, but yes, I was just trying to keep really active, and that has been absolutely brilliant. So I'm on and actually one of the best things when I did start cycling this time, I did invest in a little bit of tech, which you can see these are...
You can't have enough tech, can you, Emmanuel?
No. And these actually, they don't go into the ear, so they stay like these. These are aftershocks, but there are others, both conducting headphones. And so, actually, maybe I might not advise this for everybody, but I started listening, as you might remember, I do like my audio Bible and started listening to it again on these long cycle rides, which was really, really good.
Oh, brilliant.
And which has been brilliant because during this lockdown, I did join a couple of small groups, one which was translating God, but I came off it because I wanted to do Equip. So I'm really enjoying Equip in the lockdown, thanks to Lawrence and Kerith. Also thanks to Nick. And also I want to mention the Prayer for Revival, which usually I would have been going for a kettlebells class and after that a spin class, but God has his way, so I decided to do the Prayer for Revival on Saturday morning instead.
That's brilliant, Matt. So Matt, sounds like you've really managed to combine the whole physical aspect, which I think is so important for us as we come through this, but also in that recognizing the spiritual is so key and so important.
And community. I know you said before, you feel close to God, you feel close to community, and really thankful to God for that. So
yes, it's been absolutely brilliant. So yes, I also got on. I'm quite active on number of just going back to the health thing. So I a number of years ago invested in a fitness one of these fitness trackers, of which I try and track my health and try and do something at least 5 days a week. And also joined Strava, they map my run and other things, which is quite social media. And other people can give you some likes after your run or whatever you do. It's sort of a way of encouraging one another.
Right.
Push on. And I did get some of my old friends to join, and they said, well, thank you very much. I've never done so much exercise in my whole life. So that's good.
You're
so
a great
it's been positive in that respect.
Thank you so much.
So Emmanuel, just before you go, have you got a lockdown 2.0 physical challenge? You're going to run a half marathon every day, or?
Maybe I might do the 50 squats and keep up the running. I am enjoying the running.
Good job.
Which is good. So I have to come and get some tips from the experts like yourselves. I'm just sort of a beginner runner, but I am enjoying the running.
No, running's good. We did 8.5K yesterday, didn't we? Went out for
we actually chatted a fair bit of the way, so
we did.
That's a really... Not that we usually ignore each other, but that we could chat.
Hey, Emmanuel, well, we so appreciate you. Obviously what you bring to our community when we're meeting physically, but it's such an encouragement to hear how God has been blessing you and how you've really pressed into this time.
Yeah.
And any closing comment, anything you'd like to say to our community?
Audio Bible all the way.
Amen. Thank you.
Hey, Word of God is so powerful, isn't
Yes,
it?
yeah.
And Emmanuel, can't wait to see you again physically. But until then, keep pressing into God and all He has for you. Thank you so much for being with us.
Okay.
Bless
Brilliant.
you. Bye. Oh, he's good, isn't he?
He's such an encouragement, isn't he?
I know, because he wrote an email in, didn't he, with all these great things he was doing. And I was just like, thank you, God.
And it's an encouragement, isn't it, just to think, you know, we're in a tough season. And it is a bit like winter, you know, almost like spiritually, like everything is shut down a bit and we're hibernating. But what can you do in this season that's going to cause you to flourish and thrive? And I think Emmanuel is such a great example of making those choices, you know, the things that he's choosing to do. And choosing to press
And he
into.
stacked things up, didn't he? So he's got physical fitness and listening to the word and part of a small group where they're all encouraging each other.
Yeah.
You're like,
I think he's just
brilliant.
so brilliant.
Yeah.
So, some great challenges there. Hey,
Very good.
Everywhere we're having to adapt this year.
Yeah.
And learn new skills and do fresh things. And that is no more true than our Christmas plans. We know that this isn't going to be a normal Christmas. Normally we'd be gearing up for like massive carol concerts across all of our sites. And thousands of people coming, and clearly that's not going to happen. But many of you know our creative teams have been working incredibly hard to think, how can we do Christmas differently and actually grab hold of the opportunities that we have in this season. So we've come up with this idea called Journey to Bethlehem. And I'm going to show you a short promo now, which will tell you a little bit and give you a flavour of what that's going to look like. So here we go.
Have you ever considered that first Christmas night? The fear, the uncertainty, a young couple's plight. As they trudged helpless, stranded, no room for a bed. Could they know the joy that lay just ahead? This December, join us for Journey to Bethlehem, an interactive online Christmas experience streamed to your home. Create your own bespoke Christmas experience and watch it virtually with friends and family as you, the audience, decide which scene to watch next as the production unfolds. Enchanting musical performances, festive carols, and a contemporary retelling of the birth of Jesus make this experience a perfect addition to your festivities this Christmas. So save the date and join us on the journey from Sunday the 6th of December.
That just looks brilliant, doesn't it?
I know.
So good. So if you haven't come across that, it's basically going to be an interactive telling of the Christmas story. If you ever had one of those books as a kid where, you know, you got to a page and then it said, oh, if you want to do, you know, want to go into the kitchen, go to page 17. If you want to go into the living room, go to page 34. It's like one of those, but interactively you can choose at various points. Do you want to follow Mary or do you want to follow Joseph? Do you want to have a carol now? And every time you watch it, it can be different. So the invitation really is to not only for us to use it and be blessed by it, but to share it with friends, with family, with people who wouldn't necessarily interact with anything Christian at Christmas, and have this amazing way of them seeing the reality of the Christmas story.
It's going to be good, isn't it?
It's going to be good. Yeah. Hey, just on the subject of babies.
Oh,
We
yeah.
had some brilliant news this year.
Congratulations.
Yeah, from our Kerith BV site. Stephen and Hannah Hyatt, who many of us will know, had a new little baby this week.
Yeah,
little baby Isaac.
How sweet.
So congratulations, Stephen and Hannah and family. Brilliant to hear that.
Good to say hi to Clive and Joy and Dan and Keza, Jane, Mags, Stuart, Lisa, Betsy, Anne, Diane, Min, Helen, Deb, Sue, Ronnie, Paula. So good to have you all with us today. And we're loving hearing about these hobbies.
Yeah. And lots of love on the chat for Emmanuel as well. So
Yes, we'll get back into the hobbies in a second, I reckon.
Yeah. But before then, we want to continue with the Journey to Bethlehem theme, because we have two of the stars of the production. I feel like Graham Norton now with people on the couch, because we have famous people with us.
Yeah.
We have Sue and Jonathan Davis. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hiya. How are you?
We are fine, thank you. I don't know about being called stars.
Superstars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two of the leading characters. Tell us. First of all, just tell us a little bit about yourselves. Introduce yourselves.
So I'll just say a few words because you need to hear more from Sue. As I said at the Vision Night in the beginning of August, I'm a trustee and been in the church for many, many years. I'm a retired solicitor. And we were just thinking back, I I think we handed over the running of the Alpha course to you two back in 1998.
Wow.
And then, as a reward for that, you gave us the marriage course.
Yeah. Like a swap. Yeah. An exchange program.
Yeah.
So that in a nutshell is me, but you need to hear more from Sue, because she's been here longer than I have.
Oh, gosh. I've been part of Kerith since, over 40 years. Over 40 years. And been involved in all sorts of ministries, from children's work, mums and toddlers. Jonathan's mentioned the marriage course, but we've been running small groups. And at present, I'm hosting the bereavement course. So, yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, number one, Sue, nobody will believe you've been in church for 40 years, because you look so young. Until they'll realise, you were a small child when you came, obviously. But yeah, we really thank God for the two of you. You bring such richness to our community. You have done from the beginning, and you're continuing to do that, and we just love you to bits. Yeah, I'm really grateful for you.
Yeah. So you two are starring in The Journey to Bethlehem. Do you want to tell us about the part that you play? And
so the main part we play, we're the narrators, but we're also Zechariah, I'm Zechariah, and Elizabeth, John the Baptist's parents. And so that's a bit scary, really, because we have a child.
Yes, but come on, in the Bible it does say they were well on in years. We fit the part.
Yeah, we're chosen for two reasons. One, because we're a couple, so we could practice, together at home, learn our lines. Well, there are a few lines to learn, but most of it's from the camera. And then because of our age.
Yeah.
What's the other reason?
Do you know, people think, learning the auto cue is going to be so easy to do. It's not. I have great respect for the Queen. She does this every year. Had fun for experience, and we had fun.
Oh, well, we're just so grateful. Thank you for saying yes to things and to new experiences. Gosh, you're brilliant. Yeah, thank you.
Do you want to tell us a little bit, what was it like to be a part of? Has it given you an insight into what it's going to be like as we have it as a tool, a resource to share with others?
I've been worrying about that. I mean, it's great, sort of work of great imagination. I can't quite see how it's all going to fit together, and I don't know when what we say is filmed and when it's just when it's the narration. So we'll have to see. But I mean, we really enjoyed doing it. We went out into the Surrey Hills, and there was a place that had been rented there, and it's good to see. For me, it was really good to see people that we know in the flesh again. Haven't seen them for ages. And also to meet some new folk that we'd never met, like Mary, Flo. She really is. But I don't know how much we can say about it. I mean,
I think most of us know what the story is. There's not too many plot spoilers, I don't think.
Yeah. So that, we really enjoyed doing that. It's a day and a half filming.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, but I have such respect for our tech team, because they have to work so hard. And I'm sure there's going to be an awful lot of editing. And not only that, they were just so patient, with us, because they want to do things so well. So, yeah, there was take after take, and they were so good. It was great fun. And I had a chance to sort of change shape, I did touches. I suddenly had a baby,
Hang on, you were 6 months pregnant, and then I had the baby.
Well, you were seen holding the baby.
You'll see. I assume there'll be a shot of me holding the baby.
Now, you've got grown-up children and you've got grandchildren. Have you let any of them know about this, what's happening, what they're about to see?
I think we want to see it first.
Yeah, we haven't. They know that we did filming, but they don't realise how far it's going. And they'll probably just think, what have they done? But yes, we, being grandparents, it was great. We are obviously typecast. So the next role, should we have to do it, it's going to be Simeon and Anna, now, Lord, let thy servants depart in peace.
Yeah, that'll be the last one.
We'll let Ben know when he does the next casting then for the next thing that you two are up for that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Well, the good news is that churches all around the UK are going to be making use of Journey to Bethlehem. So your fame is soon going to spread far and wide, and I'm personally going to act as your agent as we move into this new season and your new acting career. So
if you're going to be my agent, can I just say as a trustee, are we charging them, a license fee for this?
Yes, it's all been done properly.
yeah, in the spirit of generosity, Jonathan, we are giving it away.
All right.
Brilliant.
Oh, well, it's just,
Yeah.
we love you two. You bring so much to our community, both what you do up front and what you do behind the scenes. So much of what happens in Kerith has been because of you two. So many people who are part of our community because of the investment that you've made in them.
Yeah.
And, we just pray that this would go far and wide and your fame would spread.
Yeah, we want God to use it mightily.
Yeah.
Amen.
Hey, thank you so much for being with us, and God bless you guys.
For asking
Pleasure.
us.
Hey, good.
Right.
Hey, there's lots of love for Jonathan and Sue here. Sue Ranger said she's so grateful for the 1998 Alpha course because that obviously changed the whole of her life.
Yeah, and her family, so that's brilliant.
And Mish remembers Sue is a wonderful sparklers lady. All the days we met so many new friends doing sparklers together.
And Stuart and Evie Sharp saying that Jonathan and Sue led the pre-marriage course for them in 1995. So
wonderful.
Isn't that brilliant?
Really
Just
good.
Very
Really
good
good.
indeed.
Hey, getting back to our crazy game, there's some guesses. One family's got everything right, apparently. Michelle Underwood and her family.
No.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, what?
Stuart's made a guess for one of them. I wonder how everyone else is getting on. Who do we think is Shah?
I think that's the answers.
Oh, is it the answers? Okay, so so now we know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Very clever production. They're
number
like
6
one
was Shah.
step ahead of us, aren't
Yeah,
they?
number
So we
3
are
is
doing the
Chris.
answers now. Okay, we're
Well,
doing the
it's on
answers.
the screen.
Oh, it's on the screen.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, I'm like 3 steps behind.
Yeah.
Catch up, Katrina.
Yes.
Yes.
Concentrate.
Concentrate. Shah and Chris, 6 and 3. Let's have a look.
Oh, cute.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So
Very
smiley.
cute.
I mean, they're smiley now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Is that Andy?
Andy with far more hair. than
Andy
he
with
has now.
ringlets.
Yeah.
I love them.
And Shah looking very cute there. in that.
Sweet and a proper little
enormous dress. Yeah.
Yes.
And Rachel and Palumi.
Rachel's looking serious.
Yeah.
Very serious. I see her smiling all the time, and she was worshipping on kids' TV, but very serious and sleepy.
Yeah. And Palumi looking very...
Tentative.
Yeah.
Cheeky.
We'll call
Tentative.
that.
So,
Yeah.
how did you get on with that? We didn't do very well. I definitely wouldn't have got Andy with his curls.
No.
I wonder if Shari brought that photo in, or if Andy said, you can have this one. Or Shari thought, let's show everyone that one.
Yeah. I wouldn't have got that
In
at
any
all.
case, back to our hobbies, try new recipes, body butters and lip balms.
Wow.
Indoor plants, cross-stitch, sewing Christmas gifts. Oh, very good.
Nobody's setting fire to anything.
No.
I'm rather disappointed by that.
And are people a bit bashful after Emmanuel's extreme fitness?
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on. I know someone that started Couch to 5K this week.
Aye.
So that's really good.
Very good.
Or even just like a daily walk would be good for people.
Yeah.
Alice has started skipping, our daughter.
Yeah. I've tried a bit of
from-
skipping. Skipping is surprisingly hard work.
Exhausting,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, good to have you, Hey, today we have got Simon preaching, starting a new series in Kerith Live in the adult meeting. It's going to be good, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I hope so.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it was rubbish, don't tell me. But
Oh, honey.
yeah, hopefully it's going to be good. We're going to start a series called Fake News. And we're going to look at lies that Christians believe. But we want to start off this week by asking the question, what is truth? And we're going to think about that and think about maybe some of the lies that we believe, some of the lies that are out there in the world, and how we challenge those.
Really good.
gonna
And
be
we're going to
interesting.
hear a bit about how our social justice group Revive are going to be doing their Christmas event. So listen out for that.
Yeah, just let you know, I had the opportunity to meet our MP this week.
Oh, yeah.
So James Sunderland, the Bracknell MP, came along to see Food Bank, met with Sarah Walker and myself. Sarah Hardy, as was.
Well done.
Yeah, but is now married.
Newlywed.
Yeah. And we had a really great time with him. He seems really interested in what we're doing and is going to come again next week to serve in Food Banks.
Good, isn't it?
Really good contact to make and a good conversation
It's
to
so
have.
great you just initiated that, and so great he said yes straight away. Just I want to find out more.
Yeah, really connected with him, so I got a lot
That's
of time
good.
for him. So that was good. Good to talk
Really
with him.
good. Hey, next Sunday we launch the Journey to Bethlehem website,
Yeah,
so there'll be
it's gonna be
loads
going
more
live.
about that, won't there?
Yep. And I'll let you know also on the 22nd, we're going to have another healing night with Paul Manuel. And the one that we had on the 1st was just amazing. Incredible
Really
teaching
good.
from Paul. Go back and have a listen to that if you missed it. And, just quite humbling, really realising the need that there is. The number of people coming up with prayer requests. So 22nd, plug into that.
Yeah, really good.
And we are just about done.
Yeah, we are.
So we're going to now have a little break. Go and grab yourself a drink, a tea, a coffee, whatever else you might need. And then we will be back in a couple of minutes for the start of worship. So see you soon.